Good morning, I'm Daryl Ponton. Welcome to my channel. Today I gotta build a stringers for a staircase for some cats in a cat house over at Josh's. You're going to want to take this measurement from the floor to the landing. 7 feet and 7 inches from the landing in the loft to the floor. An example of a stringer that was already made by Menards. From this point here to up here is 7 inches. So I assume that that's according to local codes, but in this case, it's a cat shed. It's not going to be for people climbing up. It's just going to be a stairway for the cats. So I have to make that a little bit smaller. Example, we have 91 inches. You have to divide that into the height of the risers that you want, which normally would be 7.5. For a home, you would divide that into the 91, 7.5. But in my case, I'm going to divide 5 into that, which gives me about 18 risers. This dimension from here to here is 11 inches. And from here to here is 7. When you get a scrap piece of wood, put your square on there where one side goes to 11 inches and the other side goes to 7 inches. Then you trace that out and you cut this triangle out. I want to attach a triangle piece to a scrap piece of wood, just like this. Now, the size is, for the nominal size for Menards stair landings is 11 inches by 7. But that number is going to vary depending on the height that you're making your stairs. But this is for the nominal size that you buy from the store. So you have plenty of meat left here after you cut it out. You put your bracket on there like that and you mark it out. Then you move it up, repeat the same thing. This just gives you an example of a nominal staircase, and you can cut that out depending on how many steps you need. This is the riser, that's the height, and this is the tread where you're going to be walking on. So you repeat that out to get to the size that you want. The cats, I need 5 by 5. I need a 5-inch rise and a 5-inch landing, so it's not too high so they can get up into the loft. 18 steps marked out because that was my calculation. So I'm going to cut these out and we'll see what happens. I got my notches cut out. I'm going to take it out there and see what it looks like. Looks like I might have to cut one off the top there to make it work right, but it looks pretty level. So I traced the other one out. I'm going to go back and cut that and then get busy on this. I've seen this tutorial on how to build these stairs myself on YouTube, so this is my first time trying it, and seemed like their calculations work out pretty good, so we're going to keep on going on this. This bottom piece you're going to want to cut 1.5 inches off the bottom. The rest is going to be the nominal size of the riser. Once you put this down and you set your board on top, you're going to have your height that is desired right here. That's why you have to cut 1.5 inches off this bottom. A few screws at the bottom to hold it in place. I got one on each side and one on the end. And up on the top, I got a few up there to hold it in place. I had to get one more 2x for a brace up here. I got one toenail in there and one toenail on the end. And on this side, I have one on each side. But I had to have one more piece of wood to overlap this 2x to this so it has a little strength. Doing a staircase in a home or a building, you're going to want to get these metal brackets to attach. Now for a refreshment here on the course. First, we're going to take the height. Okay, this is a different example. I have 9 feet and 1 inches. In other terms is 109 inches. Now you have to divide that by the variable number, which is 7 to 8. That's the variable height on stairs. 7 to 8 inch rise. So we start with 7. We're going to divide 7 into 109. So what you have is 15 with the remainder of 4. So that means we have 15 steps. 7 is the variable number. So, okay, so now we have 15 steps, we know, but we got to do something with this 4. Okay, so we have 15 steps. You multiply 15 times 7 and then go up 7.1, 7.2 until 15 times 17 point whatever equals 109. Case, you would have your 11 inches here, and this instead of 7 will be 7.25, and so on with the figures depending on the measurement of your height. If you use the same process, it'll bring you pretty close to what you want. Now that I have the brace on the back for reinforcement, I'm going to go start putting on the steps. Like I said before, these steps are not designed for people to walk on. They're just a means of the cats getting into the loft, so they got somewhere that they can lay down and sleep up there. But I believe that the way they're built is good enough to hold the weight of the cats, but I wouldn't recommend it for a person trying to walk on them. So they're not really designed for people to walk on. The main purpose is so the cats have a way to get up there without getting hurt. Well, thanks for joining along today. I'm about done for the day. So I hope anything that I've done or shown you has been helpful. If not, review the tape over. I'm not the greatest at explaining things, but I try my best to make it simple. At that, I'm Daryl Pont, and thanks you for following me along.